Hi everyone, we are in week 11. So we wrapped up our first unit, our short story unit. Now we're going to start a new unit, and I think you guys are really going to like this one because it has to do with film, and we all like watching movies, right? So first thing we're going to do is Springboard Activity 2.11, where you're just going to preview the embedded assessment, so the end of the unit assessment that we're going to have, and think about what you're going to need to be successful with that. So at the end of this unit, you guys are going to be writing an essay analyzing 3 or 4 different techniques that Tim Burton uses in his film. So Tim Burton is a director. He often uses Johnny Depp as his star actor. He writes these really he gives us these really kind of weird and quirky movies. So he definitely has a specific style, and we are going to spend some time analyzing that, all right? Which means we're going to watch lots of movie clips. So you guys are going to preview that so you can print the rubric for embedded assessment 2 and look at that. You're going to write me 4 or 5 sentences telling me what you're going to need to be successful with that. So maybe you don't know any cinematic techniques. Maybe you haven't seen many of Tim Burton's films. Maybe you just need to learn what certain camera angles are, or you need to view some clips and practice. Tell me what you need to be successful in order to write an essay analyzing 3 or 4 different cinematic techniques. All right? 4 or 5 sentences for assignment 2.11. Then assignment 2.12, we are going to look at a couple of Tim Burton's films. So I have some, if you scroll down, I have 3 links. Maybe you guys have seen this movie, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton version. There's another version too, but Tim Burton had a version. I've got 3 film clips linked there. So you guys can click on those links and view one. You guys are just going to pick one of those and you're going to analyze it, all right? So you're going to write a 6 to 8 sentence paragraph analyzing one of those film clips. So you pick a film clip. I'd watch it a few times so you get a good feel for it. And then you're going to write a 6 to 8 sentence paragraph. Now you're going to need to know some cinematic techniques. So also on the announcements you will see, and also on the Springboard Activity 2.12 down here at the bottom, you can find this, or you can just look on my announcements. There are a lot of different cinematic techniques to choose from. So you can look at shots, the shots and the framing, how the shot was created, how they established the shot, whether it was a long shot, a medium shot, a close-up, an extreme close-up. You can look at camera angles. Are they at eye level? Are they low angle or high angle? How the camera moves, so if it pans or tilts, if it zooms in, if it's on a dolly system where they're tracking, or if there's a boom or a crane where they're dropping in the camera from. Lighting is another good one that Tim Burton uses a lot. So high key, low key, bottom or side lighting, or front or back lighting. Editing, so how they have cut the shot. Does it fade? Does it dissolve? Is there a flashback? And then also some weird terms for the music and sound. There's diegetic and non-diegetic sounds. And I hope I'm saying those correctly. I actually haven't heard those spoken to me very much. I've just read those. So diegetic is where the sound source is seen on the screen, like you see a band playing and you see them on the screen, or you see a narrator and the narrator is literally on the screen talking to you. And then there's non-diegetic, where the sound source is not seen. Maybe there's a voiceover, like we've all heard Morgan Freeman as a voiceover, right? We don't see Morgan Freeman on the stage though. Or we all hear music, like they put in music to make it more intense or whatever, but we don't actually see the band playing on the screen. So some of those might be familiar to you, some of those may not. I want you to do some research, all right? Because you don't need to know all of them, but pick a few that are interesting to you, and if you don't know what they mean, then do some research and find them, all right? So your job for assignment 2.12 is to view one of those clips, and you're going to write a paragraph about it. So I've got a little format here for you. You need a topic sentence, so you can say, in the film clip from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where they're entering the chocolate factory, Tim Burton displays whatever cinematic technique, which, and then tell me the effect that that technique has. So your topic sentence is going to tell me what clip you're watching, what effect you're looking at, what cinematic technique he's using, and what effect that cinematic technique had. So just fill in that sentence. Then you're going to tell me 2 sentences about the first technique you saw. So I've got an example here I wrote, in the film clip with Willy Wonka entering the chocolate factory with the children and their parents, Burton uses close-ups on Johnny Depp when he speaks and an extreme close-up when he's struggling to talk about his parents. This type of shot amplifies the mystery and the oddness of the chocolatier and builds suspense around his character because the viewer is questioning his weirdness and what he will do. So I wrote down a couple techniques he used and why he used those, or the effect that it had when he used those really extreme close-ups. You'll see them if you watch. Then you're going to do another 2 sentences, so use a transition. He also uses this technique, which has this effect, and then another 2 sentences on a third technique. All right? And then finally wrap it up with a conclusion. So watch a clip and follow my format there for your paragraph, and you're going to do fantastic. All right? Lastly, you are going to do Springboard Activity 2.13. So there's a short little article you're going to read here that just gives you some background information on Tim Burton and the kind of director he is. And you are going to come up with this main idea statement. They've given you the framework, so I put it in the announcement. So fill in this topic sentence. It says, because Tim Burton was influenced by, you put in a subject there, something he was influenced by, a couple different subjects. His films are characterized by blank and blank. So you can give me some adjectives that describe his films. So after reading that, what do people say about him? What kind of things describe his films? All right. Then you're going to write a paragraph that supports that topic sentence. So you've got the framework for your topic sentence there. What you do next is write 5 to 7 more sentences that include details about his style. So you can pull those sentences, you can pull quotes from the article that you read. You can also pull text evidence from the videos. A lot of times throughout this unit we'll say, like, pull an example from the text. Our text is actually what we're watching. All right, so it's not actual written text, it's visual text. So finish out that topic sentence that the framework is there for you with another 5 to 7 sentences about Tim Burton's style, and then you're all done, all right? So we're starting off this unit. I want you guys to start off strong. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here to help you guys, all right? Take care.